What is up, you guys? Hi, I'm the QT, and this is a QT talk, a nice little QT confessions to bring in the new year. We have officially finished the first year of the 20 decade of the 2000s. Like, oh my gosh, can you guys believe it? We are now officially in the third decade of the 2000s. Officially finished 1 year. Like, go us. And I cannot believe I've been alive for an entire millennium thus far. So, pats on the back. If you're 2000s, baby, I guess you've been alive for the entire millennium. Or if you're born after the year 2000, what's up? If you're born before the millennium, like me, I'm a 99s baby. So if you're born before the millennium, what's up? What's up? Um, yeah, I feel like I've wanted to get a little done up today. I wanted to get a little, I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to get a little done up. My boyfriend's at work and I'm at his crib right now. His mom's crib. So, yeah, I don't know. Comment below, does your boyfriend not like when you have lip gloss on? Because I know for sure my boyfriend does not like when I have lip gloss on. So, comment below. Cause if I want to dress up or if I want to wear like this, cause like most of the time this is the farthest I'll ever take makeup, or before I would ever take makeup. I don't know now. I kind of just want to dibble and dabble because I want to see what it's all about, but not like I don't want to change my view on makeup because I don't believe that it's a necessity for life. But yeah, I will do like this little lip gloss thing. And I'm coming to you guys with this quality on purpose because I want this to be a little bit of nostalgia. Like it is literally January 2nd, 2021. As I'm filming this, it is 5:25 p.m. I'm very very like specific on time. I think that that means something because when you go back and you look at stuff and you're like, oh my god, she wrote this, I wonder what time of day she was thinking this, I wonder what time of day somebody was thinking. Like, I don't know, if you read the diary of somebody, you're like, oh my, I wonder what time of day somebody was thinking this. So this is just like some chocolate lip gloss I have from a brand called R Cosmetics. You're probably not gonna be able to see it because I'm filming, because of where I'm filming. Oh, y'all can see it. So yeah, it's a brand called R Cosmetics. Boom. And then it's like a regular old lip pencil I think I found. Oh, I paid $20 for that lip pencil at like Sephora one day. Because I just wanted to find a brown lip pencil and I went to Sephora and asked the lady. I shouldn't have asked the lady though because I'd rather pay $20 for that. Anyway, I'm coming to you guys with this video on purpose. Basically, this is a video I wanted to do about myself and the lessons I learned in 2020. Let's get right on into it. So I wanted to I thought I was gonna sit down and like just talk to y'all like laying down and stuff, but now I was a little too formal. I was hurting my back, but this is nice. So once again, I'm the QT. I am, what this channel is all about right now. I kind of want to make it more for everybody. I want to make it a channel that everybody can want to submit their videos to be posted on. But right now, I literally just has content from me by me. I am a 21-year-old college graduate. You know what I'm saying? State. I just graduated from DSU. Go Hornets. I thought you knew that. I just graduated on December 12th, or my graduation would have been December 12th had we not had the pandemic that we went through in 2020. So I graduated with a BA in Mass Communications, but while I was there, my concentration was public relations and advertising. And I already had a background in journalism, broadcast journalism, and coming out of high school, so I went into college with um, just like saying, all right, let me learn something else in the communications field. So that's why I chose public relations and advertising. And because I already had like digital media, but I kind of wanted to just stick with that a little longer. And I thought it would be a little bit of a great background to go to law school with. So yeah, so I know you guys are probably wondering what should I go. All right, boom. So I've been very inconsistent with myself. I feel like I'm just a whole vent session. So this might be a little long, or as long as my laptop will let me film on this. So I feel like I've been so very inconsistent with my YouTube, and this really needs to change in 2021. I have more time, I don't have school holding me back, and I have the resources to do it. So I should really like just get on this. And there's different types of content I have now other than vlogs. So now I have backed up content that I still want to share with you guys, because I still feel like my story is one that really has never been told. I who did not take out a loan until her junior year, who literally did not even have a junior year or freshman year, who only had a junior semester and a freshman semester, but I still messed up, y'all. Like, I still had 3 sophomore semesters, and I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. Like, hey, everything happens for a reason, because I honestly made me feel like if I never had uh, those 3 semesters of sophomore year, I feel like I wouldn't have been met my boyfriend in my junior semester. So yeah, because I feel like I had to fail in order to learn certain lessons in life. I feel like I had to fail in order to learn how to put the pressure on myself. So yeah, that was what I really feel like college was about. I feel like it's a series of failures and pickups. 'Cause a lot of times I think what happens is people go to college, they fail, and then they don't pick themselves up, and that's why like they kind of just, I guess, fizzle out or phase out of it. Or you can go to college, you fail, you pick yourself back up, you fail again, you pick yourself back up. And then like that's really what I feel like prepares you for life, because life is truly a series of failures and pickups and self pickups. Like, you're picking yourself back up. Do I think that I could have done it alone? Hell to the no. I am so eternally grateful for everybody I had there. I had, all my aunties and uncles, like the professors that I had, and certain faculty that I had that just became, family. I don't really hold family dear to my heart, so, but they have became people I could rely on, people I could trust. Like, when certain things went wrong and I couldn't go to, and I knew that I was being sabotaged at work, I knew I could go to certain professors and talk about it. That'd be like my little vent session. Um, it was so many things. But college was so fun. I feel like I did not have the most fun until I became a junior. I feel like my junior year was the most fun. Shouts out to Kima, shouts out to Brandon, shouts out to my girl T Swizzle. I know you don't like when I give you those nicknames though, but I don't want to say your name because I know how you are, but you know who you are. um, yeah, just shouts out to, like, the squad, the gang, like whatever you guys call, like whatever you guys call your friends, but shouts out to my folks, because I feel like I had so much fun. I learned, I had opportunities given to me. Like, college was just so fun. If I could go back, I would, just because I kind of miss the learning environment. I miss like going to classes and learning and just talking about different things. One of my favorite classes in college was African American Literature 2, with the focus. It was a special class, actually. Black Male Matters. They also have a sister class, so the pilot class was in the spring 2020, right. Literally, actually, the pandemic happened in the middle of the class, but Black Male Matters. And then as the sister class is Black Girl Magic. I wish I would have took Black Girl Magic. I did not know that it was happening, so I can't comment on Black Girl Magic, but I'm going to comment on Black Male Matters, which was so cool. It was taught by the great Dr. Taylor. And honestly, I wish I took him for so many other classes, because I feel like I would not have had to take world literature so many times, or literature credit so many times. I feel like I would have understood it. Like, I just would have had the retention with the class. Anyway, it was a great class. Like, we only looked at works done by Black men at the time, and how it, and what it said to, and the message that it had for the portrayal of the story, or for the story and the perspective that Black men go through. Of course, it's not linear, but that's what the class focused on. So we looked at rap, we looked at early rap, we looked at this guy. I know it's a story. I know it's a story called The Dutchman and the Slave, which literally I still kind of reference that. Like, I'll just be in a conversation with my boyfriend, because I actually took this class with my boyfriend. And this was like by accident. Like, we didn't know we signed up for it to get, like, we're gonna be in the same class. So we reference this story in like everyday and like everyday conversation. The Dutchman and the Slave by Mary Baraka. We also look at what else? That's another type of thing. The Dutchman slave. Um, the new. Nope. No. What is it called? The The Dutchman slave. It's a man. He goes into the furnace. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. We also read A Raisin in the Sun, which is really cool to read. I always heard of it, but I actually read it, and that was really cool. Um, or I think we watched it. Um, I also saw Boys in the Hood for the first time because when I was growing up, my parents did not want to show me Boys in the Hood because, why they wouldn't want me to see images of black men or just black people dying. So I did not see that until I was really like 16. And even then, my parents still didn't want me to see certain things. So I kind of got in that habit. Oh, which is a great segue. So yeah, I know that was just me like talking. And this is kind of all over the place, but sorry y'all. I'm kind of venting, kind of using y'all to vent. But I also wanted y'all. I also feel like this is a good message that I want to tell y'all. Like something just in my head, spirit was telling me to let y'all know. So lately, I've been seeing like the color blue, and recently today I've been seeing the color purple. So Um, I just rewatched She's Gotta Have It, the finale episode for the first season, so episode 10 in the first season. And I freaking love that show. But the reason why I'm saying I watched this is because you know how she references Akira Kurosawa in the very first episode and the very last episode. So, and she mentions the Rashomon effect and how you can and I think that this applies to literally everyday life around the world. We all are such as today right now. We all are going through a pandemic and we all are viewing the same thing from entirely different viewpoints. That is the same thing as our Rashomon effect. It's true, it is not three different viewpoints, it is billions, but it is still different viewpoints that we are viewing this world from, this pandemic from. But look at us, like we're still going through it, and I think that we're all telling different stories about what happened. My pandemic experience is more so me trying to find therapy and me losing my mind because it just became really much isolation. But if you think about it, a lot of people kind of just went into isolation. I know a lot of people have been separated from their loved ones, especially like their significant others. I'm lucky enough that my significant other and I could have been back and forth with each other, from 100 miles away or 150 miles, give or take 150 miles every couple weeks or so. After he did make that first move to come see me, I'm lucky, but that's again one of my Rashomon effects because there's somebody else out there who has another viewpoint where somebody did get COVID in their family or somebody did get, the virus that they know. And, for me, while it might be like, oh, it's not touching me, it probably could have been touching somebody else, which I think it took me literally the entire year to get to this stance on it. Because I did not have the stance since the pandemic happened in March. Literally, I had the stance on January 2nd. So, but I say that to say that I think at the point in time I am in my life right now, I think I have I think all three is. I think I really wanted to watch that episode because it feels like all three of my lives are merging together. I grew up in a split family household, so I would go with my dad on like say Tuesdays and Thursdays and every other weekend, and then I would grow up with my mom. Being with my mom, and then I would go to school near my mom, and so. When I went to college, it was like the first time I had like my own life. Like it wasn't like I was going from dad's house to mom's house to dad's house to mom's house and kind of living my own life in between, which was school. So now I'm out of school. Your girl's a college graduate, your girl's a HBCU alumna, your girl's now an alumna of Delaware State University. So yes, I'm throwing around that word alumna because I'm not an alumni. That's plural. I'm an alumna because I'm a woman. But anyway, because I'm now an alumna, I I just like I don't have school anymore right now for the time being. Yes, I do want to go to law school within I guess not I guess but within the next 2 years I do want to go to law school, but My life, but like right now, my life is strictly like, I don't even think I have separation of lines anymore. It's not like it's dad's house, mom's house, and my own life, and Q's life in the middle. I think it's more so everything is now joining in to one. And that is, I think, was been so scary. Um, I know in August or July, I met my boyfriend's friends. And, I did not really have the best first impression with them. I think mutually both ways. But I know there was something special to me about his best friend's mom. If you do watch She's Gotta Have It, and you saw the second season, and you saw when Nola went to visit Puerto Rico and she met Mars's mom. That was a very interesting episode because she had like a really transcendent journey. Like her spirit had to really speak to her. And her spirit, she felt like her spirit was lost. Her soul was lost. And even there were so many messages, like a spirit was speaking to her through so many people, especially Doña Tina. Like, yo, and I feel like spirit was speaking to me through his best friend's mom. I feel like I had to be isolated from his friends. I feel like they had to not really want to spend time with me, and I had to not really, have that interest with them either, in order for me to speak to her and have that connection or just like interaction I had with their mom. Only because she was able to call out to my boyfriend that she sensed that my spirit was lost. And I'm not gonna lie, I kept telling myself that. Like my brain was literally playing the scene where Nola was telling Doña Tina, like Mars's mom, that she is lost, and like they were telling her, your art, like what you paint and what your art is, and what is for like the world, like what you see is for you, and what's for the world is two completely different things, and you need to listen to your convictions to bring out what your art needs to say to the world, what your purpose is. And I was searching for my purpose. I still am searching for my purpose, but I was doing it very apologetically. I was sad all the time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, April was literally a month of depression for me. I was alone. I had to literally return to my roots and be at my mom's house, and I had nowhere to escape because I couldn't escape to my dad's house because he kind of cut me off from access to him. Not because of the virus, but just in general, he cut off my access to him. So I no longer had, go with daddy's house. My dad cut that off in 2019. So now it's just basically mom's house and college. And I was trying to make it so it was like mom's house, college, and then boom, my own place once college graduation came, and then the pandemic came. So, you know, but what I'm trying to say is that I felt so damn lost. And I don't know if I feel really lost, more so as moving, I'm starting to take the actions to find myself. I'm starting to take the actions to move with purpose, even if I don't understand what that purpose truly is yet. And I had went to Ghana in 2019. And after going to Ghana in 2019, I was so in touch with the spirit. I was so in touch with my spirit, with my ancestors. I could hear them, I could see them. And then I came back to, family, and they're really toxic. So I'm just seeing my family, and it's basically like I just lost connection with them, and I lost connection with myself. And then it just felt like I was just having a great old time, and then I just had, like, I don't know, like the light, like everything again, it's merging. And that toxicity had merged, and I just couldn't hear or see the spirits that well anymore. So here I am. And I just really needed to get back in touch and hear what ancestor had to tell me, what the ancestors had to tell me, and what the ancestors had in store for me next. So here I am. I am trying to figure out what's in store for me next. So I know I want to go to law school next. I know that's a big question everybody asks. So now that you graduated, what do you want to do next? I know I want to go to law school. I know I want to get a job so I could pay for law school, so I could move out, so I could just do stuff. But I feel like and part of me felt like I'm just battling. I feel like I'm battling the good of myself with the bad of myself, and then with the future self. I feel like what I need to do, and that was so all literally confirmed in my last therapy appointment that I just had, where she explained my birth chart. Um, wow, that was a handful I just said. But basically, that is what I feel right now. And I think that spirit is really trying to guide me. It's trying to tell me what I should do next. And, I think I'm moving with purpose now. Also, another thing I have to say, um, is to move with action. See, now that all my worlds are forming, I feel like I need to be apart from everything and everybody. And this is literally like a new epiphany that came to me within the new year. Um, oh, I don't have COVID, y'all. I've been eating bad food. um, I need to stop. Like, I feel like I'm so in my head. I feel like I'm really in my head lately, and it is just not a good thing. Like, eventually you reach a point where you need to get out of your own head. And I have been in my head way too long, because I am, like, I'm still operating from a child's point of view. I realized that about my 2020 lifestyle. Like, I've been an adult per se. I've technically been an adult, since I was 18, and I turned 21 in 2020. So you could say I've been an adult for 3 years. But for those 3 years, I've been in college, so I feel like, I've kind of still been dependent upon my parents, and I still say to some extent I still am, no, to a huge extent I still am dependent upon my parents, but I am with all three of these worlds emerging, which is why I talked about the Rashomon effect. Literally, I cannot just like Nola said, I cannot allow what those worlds were before to define who I am. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons, or one of the first things I was tackling in therapy that I didn't realize. Wow, just saying that out loud, that's what just came to my head. I had my dad's side, like my life with my dad as a kid, when everything was great, because that's literally always up for debate with my dad and his family, what I was as a kid versus me growing up and developing my own opinions and speaking about them. I feel like that side was so dominant this past year. In 2020, that side was so dominant that it was that when everything merged, it was like, all right, boom, I'm gonna be the dominant one, and this is what you should kind of keep into your adult life, into the merged life. And it's like, nah. So I kept kind of moving as if I was them, as if I was a little girl. And in my mind, I kind of was a little girl, and I realized something. I'm still kind of like a little girl, even when I defend my actions. Like, why am I defending my actions like that? Because there were certain traditions I wanted to keep in my adulthood, such as when I celebrate New Year's with my mom, and I would always celebrate, um, hold on, and I would always celebrate, um, Christmas with my dad. But I did not want to keep celebrating Christmas with my dad, because literally I would come home and I would cry. I would even cry at Christmas, because I would just feel like there were so many things attacking me. And I just always wanted to I could not wait to be my mom again, or just for it to be all of it to be over. And so it was so weird to me to see how much my boyfriend's family actually loved each other genuinely, that it wasn't about how much money they spent. I mean, yeah, they spent money on each other, but it wasn't like, oh, I spent this much money on you, I spent this much money on you. Do you see that see, I love you because I just spent this on you. No, it was like, I love you, and I'm gonna give you a gift because I love you. Like, this gift is an accessory to the love, not the actual love. And literally, y'all, I just was so into the lessons I learned from my dad. Everything that I had with like me as a little girl, like, being daddy's little girl. that was trying to be dominant. And then, the lessons I learned from my mom, like money is not everything. Yes, you need it, but it should not be everything, or materialistic and stuff like that. Because literally, the lessons I learned from my mom is that growth is always there. And so and then the lessons I learned on my own, and the things I wanted to be for me, I felt like I had to apologize to myself for wanting to be myself, because I knew that it was things that my dad and his family would not approve of. So I, like, literally, that is what I'm saying is just so, it's really crazy. Really, really crazy. But um now that my worlds have merged together, I did not know how to handle it. Because literally, I just said to myself, like, I was laying with my boyfriend in my head, I was thinking, and I was like, damn. But, I don't know why I was thinking, like, going for my mom, Monday, and then dad on Tuesday, daddy's house Tuesday, mommy's house Wednesday. Like, and literally, I'm trying to think about moving again. And that's why I'm thinking I need to get away. I need to find a way to get out of here. Because I was thinking, what's the point of me being in New York? Somebody told me I was there for a reason, that I had to go back to New York for a reason. I had to go back to my roots for a reason. And it's like, well, did I have to go back? And I haven't really been there, because I kind of, like, when somebody told me that, I really haven't been there longer than about